Today we're going to be talking about A Prayer for Owen Meany, which was suggested by my supervisor, Deb. Deb, I hope you're paying attention because I am going to bill you back for this.
From this moment forward, I want you to imagine that my voice is that voice of Jim Carrey's, because he narrates the film, Simon Birch. I don't know where they got Simon Birch. Birch trees are very large, and Owen Meany is very not large.
So A Prayer for Owen Meany is about these two friends, John and Owen Meany. Fittingly enough, two kids growing up in the 50s. Hot rods, soda pop, communism, invasion of the body snatchers. Oh, you're one of the body snatchers! It could happen to you! Owen Meany is a tiny little guy, about 3 feet tall, and he has a weird voice because my larynx is damaged! Stop making fun of me, my larynx is damaged!
Owen Meany, more like Owen Teeny. Go to a bar tonight, everyone, and order yourself an Owen Teeny. It'll be bitter, and it'll make your voice high-pitched.
Owen Meany hits a foul ball, flies right above the dugout, smacks John's mom right in the head. She goes down. Down as in dead.
But John's like, Owen, I get it. You killed my mom with a baseball. It happens. Sometimes your mom dies by a baseball. Sometimes she makes you cookies after school and you have a great loving relationship. I won't have that, but now I have a cool story to tell girls when I go to college.
Owen Meany, he goes through school. He ends up playing the ghost of Christmas yet to come. Ebenezer Scrooge is crouching in front of the gravestone and saying, "Oh, Spirit, Spirit, are these things that will surely be or things that may be? Is it not too late for me to change my ways, Spirit?" Owen Meany is standing there in his 3 foot tall stature wearing the apocalypse cloak just being like, "Ugh." Only, you know, he has a high voice of, "Look at it! It's got your name on it!" Only Owen Meany, he doesn't see Scrooge's name on it, he sees his name. That's my name, and that's the date I'm gonna die. What's gonna happen?
So John and Owen go to this very fancy school where the rich learn to be rich. They learn to make countries great again.
Owen Meany is the editor of the school paper. He writes about things that ruffle the feathers of this headmaster. We should be serving tater tots for lunch every day. The parking lot is too small. The homecoming theme should be Kissed by a Rose.
And the headmaster's like really mad. He's like, listen guys, that's fake news. You're out of my school. You're short, you're little, I'm big, I have big hands, you're banned. Like, no, you can't come in or out of the school. You're banned. It's kind of like a travel ban.
He starts having this recurring dream. He has to save all these Vietnamese kids, but he dies in the process because of some terrible moral wounds.
Guys, you've had a dream where you're like, man, that was realistic. Whoa. Like, I have a dream that I get hit by a bus all the time, but I don't die, and then I get like $1 million and I buy a really good house in Chicago, and I forget all of my friends, because that's what I would do if I was super rich.
I had a dream once where I was eating a giant marshmallow and then I woke up and my pillow was gone.
Owen and his best friend John were like super obsessed with basketball. Let's combine our bodies, be super tall, and try to dunk a basketball. They practiced over and over and over and over again until finally they got it to like the perfect 3-second dunk. They did it for circuses, they did it like for girls, like at the restaurant where like people would be on roller skates and like deliver you milkshakes. Oh, you want your milkshake directly into your mouth? 1 second, we're gonna do the shot.
So Owen Meany knows when he's gonna die, knows that he's important to God, he decides to join the army. He wants to fight, but they're like, "Owen Meany, you are seriously short. What are you gonna do, shoot him in the feet? Not a good idea." He gets a job delivering bodies back to America from Vietnam.
It's the day that he's supposed to die. All day he's walking around like, wow, this is weird, I'm not dying. So much for my dream, I must have just been crazy.
He gets to the airport, all of a sudden he sees a bunch of Vietnamese children. He's like, "Well, this doesn't look too good." This crazy anti-war protester whose brother had just died comes and he throws a hand grenade at these kids. And Owen Meany, he snaps into action. He grabs the hand grenade and he's like, even in slow motion where you're normally, your voice is slowed down and deep, he's like, "No! I got it! Got the grenade! John, pick me up and throw me to that window! My face and hands and the rest of me!" And the Vietnamese kids are all freaking out, saying like, "Well, there's a dead guy, but he's child-sized." And they're like, "Oh, it's just a dead kid. He's just a child-sized person who's been blown up. Why should we be upset?"
So Owen fulfilled his dreams. His dreams came true. When you have a dream and it seems unlikely, hold on to it.
Miracles happen every day. Follow your dreams.
You want to be a doctor? You want to buy a fancy pair of shoes? You want to die on a specific day after you played a part in a middle school play about being the ghost of Christmases yet to come, and you see your death date on Scrooge's tombstone? Hold on to it. It could happen.
All right, Deb, hope you like it. It's gonna be $900.
I hate sad books that you have to make fun of. This is just like making fun of that book that everybody read and it was like super sad.
Hop on pop.
Yes.
Yeah. Take a second and click here, because this is a really good video. This one's pretty good too. And hey, you can look at all of our videos by clicking here at this little guy. That's our face.